Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Dream Age Astrology here. Today I'm in my room mainly because it's raining outside and I just wanted to put out some new content for you guys today. Mainly, I'm just going to talk about the moon once again, this time just a part two, exactly like the actual uh, meaning of the moon here in astrology. Uh, the moon represents our emotions and how we carry them and shape through fluidity and mobility. Excuse me. And each in each sign of the zodiac, the moon transitions into a new theme of emotions. And today I'm just going to talk to you about the phases of each part of that emotion as it goes in cycles from the lunar cycle from a new moon from full moon into a new moon again, the entire 29-day cycle as it transitions throughout the entire zodiac sign. It does this, it takes place once every 29 days, obviously, and it just rolls in like the tides. Um, so each lunar transition through the zodiac has a different emotional theme, meaning that energies from new moon to full moon and going back to the new moon all the way. They keep that same original theme and emotion tied in mainly with the new moon of each cycle. I've done many observations of the lunar cycle, studying the lunar cycle throughout the year last year, 2020, and now as it transitions to a new moon in Aries we had a couple of days ago here this past Saturday. It's a brand spanking new lunar cycle, new lunar year, as I say. But in the Chinese lunar year was back in February. But the Western astrology, it's kind of like a new reset, essentially, is what it feels like right now as the moon transits through the zodiac sign, specifically right now as in Aries. It's more of impulsive actions and expression through creativity. But I'm going to talk to you about emotions throughout the zodiac sign another day. So, but I'm going to talk to you today, right now, about the phases of each. I'm going to make it very simple for you. So, a new moon represents beginnings, starting out projects, starting out creative insights, or anything like that that you wish to go on about throughout the month. Uh, the waxing crescent phase represents our attention of whatever cycle or project we created. So thus far, since this past new lunar cycle, I went ahead and got the attention of continuing on making these videos for you guys, making it easier to y'all to understand the lunar cycle through astrology as well. And astrology in the sense of the broad aspects, I'm going to continue doing that. So the next phase is the first quarter phase, which represents our decision making. Represents that decision to go ahead and say, "Hey, let's just do this." Which that's at that point in stage, let's do whatever it is we set our intentions for. The next phase is the waxing gibbous, which represents refinement, and sometimes it represents our wish fulfillment after all the hard work that we put into in the last previous month or in this lunar cycle, sort of speaking. Our our wishes are finally coming into fruition and it's finally taking place. Our intentions are finally taking place. That's what a waxing gibbous means. And then we reach the full moon. That's the hooray. That's the culmination of the yes, we did it. This is the hours, the biggest expression of emotion throughout the lunar cycle um, going on. It means the culmination. And the next lunar phase is the waning gibbous, which from here the light of the moon declines from the full moon. So the previously before from the new moon light increases onto the moon as the sun reflects light, excuse me, it reflects light from the earth and beaming onto the moon as the moon transitions and moves past another part of the earth. Light reflects onto that particular part or sector of the moon. In this case, now it is declining after a full moon phase into a waning gibbous, which represents gratitude after the hard work that paid off during the full moon, the culmination of our intent. It's the gratitude, and as well as letting go, the starting of the releasing process or the detoxification, so to speak. The next lunar phase is the last quarter moon. It represents introspective and reflection. It's where we reflect off of our full moon intent completion, and we're sitting there reflecting of what we've done, what we've completed, what we've accomplished. The last and final phase of the lunar cycle is the waning crescent, where we have contemplation of what we've done, a reflection of what we've all passed through the entire lunar cycle, what we accomplished, what we created, what our intentions were, and what we intended and or accomplished to do. And it's the preparation phase of the starting of the next lunar cycle, the next new moon. And from there, it goes on and transitions to another new moon and a whole another new sign. And that's about it as far as the phases of the moon transition. Please like, rate, and subscribe, and as well as comment for if you have any questions or concerns like that. Um, I do have my website still up. However, it's still being worked on, and it's called the www.dreamageastrology.com. It's still being worked on. I'm in the process of working out the kinks and stuff, so I can go ahead and start once again taking in new clients, or if you're just getting your wanting or requesting a chart read or a natal chart read, I'm there and capable of doing that. So, like I mentioned before, please like and subscribe, and as well as check out my website. You have any questions for right now or concerns? If you do want a natal chart reading, I do suggest you just send it by email, and that's dreamageastrology.com. If you want to have a natal chart reading, I do it for $30 per reading. And other than that, just have a nice and good rest of your day. Thank you.